There's a moment after divorce or heartbreak when desire feels louder than wisdom. You've been alone for a while. You miss connection. You miss being wanted. You miss the feeling of someone choosing you. And in that vulnerable space, desire can start to look like clarity. It can make you believe you're ready when you're not. It can make you overlook things you would normally see. It can make you chase something that feels like healing but ends up reopening every wound you thought had closed. Solomon understood this better than anyone. He wasn't warning men about desire because he was afraid of it. He warned men because he lived through the consequences of letting desire lead instead of wisdom. He saw how desire can blind you, how it can pull you into relationships that drain your peace, and how it can make smart men ignore obvious signs simply because they don't want to feel lonely anymore. Before we go deeper, let me give you the truth. Solomon would want you to hear first, desire is not the enemy. But desire without discernment will destroy you. There's one specific danger Solomon repeatedly warned men about. The danger that shows up most clearly when you're starting over. And we'll get to that in a moment, but first, we need to talk about why desire becomes so powerful after heartbreak. When a long relationship ends, especially a marriage, a man often feels emotionally starved, not for sex, for companionship, for validation, for the feeling of being seen. And when you've been deprived of that for months or years, the first person who shows you attention can feel like destiny. Solomon understood this emotional hunger. He understood how easy it is to mistake relief for compatibility. He understood how desire can disguise itself as healing. But Solomon also understood something most men don't realize until it's too late. Desire is strongest or your identity is weakest after heartbreak. You're rebuilding, you're redefining yourself. You're trying to understand who you are without the relationship that once shaped your daily life. And in that fragile space, desire can feel like direction. It can feel like purpose. It can feel like a shortcut out of pain. Solomon warns that this is the moment when men make their most costly mistakes, not because they're foolish, but because they're lonely, not because they're reckless, but because they're tired of hurting, not because they want chaos, but because they want comfort. This is where Solomon becomes a mirror. He doesn't shame you for wanting connection. He doesn't tell you to suppress your desire. He simply shows you what happens when desire becomes your guide instead of your signal. Desire is a signal. It tells you what you're craving, but it should never tell you what to choose. Now let's return to that danger Solomon warned about. The one that destroys more men starting over than anything else. It's the danger of emotional blindness. Emotional blindness happens when desire becomes so strong that it overrides your instincts. You see red flags, but you reinterpret them. You feel discomfort, but you explain it away. You sense instability, then you call it passion. You notice inconsistencies, but you label them as quirks. Solomon understood that desire can make a man ignore the very wisdom he already has. It can make him forget his standards. It can make him settle for someone who brings excitement instead of peace. It can make him repeat the same relationship patterns he swore he would never repeat again. In a moment, we're going to talk about how Solomon teaches men to regain clarity before dating again. But first, we need to address something most men never admit. Desire feels like strength, but it often comes from weakness. When you're starting over, desire is often fueled by emptiness. You want someone to fill the silence. You want someone to make you feel wanted again. You want someone to erase the memory of the person who hurt you. But Solomon warns that when you choose from emptiness, you attract people who feed on emptiness. People who sense your vulnerability. People who offer intensity instead of stability. People who give you attention but not respect. People who give you chemistry but not character. Solomon teaches that before you date again, you must rebuild your inner strength. Not your ego, your clarity. He believed that a man must guard his heart. Not because the world is dangerous, but because the heart is easily deceived when it's wounded. Guarding your heart doesn't mean avoiding love. It means choosing love with your eyes open. So how do you regain clarity? Solomon's answer is simple. Slow down, desire rushes. Wisdom observed. Desire wants immediate relief. Wisdom wants long-term peace. Desire wants to feel good now. Wisdom wants to build something that lasts. Solomon teaches that the right partner will not confuse you. They will not create emotional highs and lows that feel addictive. They will not make you question your worth. They will not demand that you abandon your standards. They will bring peace, not pressure. They will bring stability, not chaos. They will bring clarity, not confusion. This message isn't just for men, it's for women too. Because everyone deserves a relationship built on wisdom, not desperation. Everyone deserves a partner who chooses them with clarity, not loneliness. Everyone deserves a connection that grows slowly, steadily, and intentionally. Solomon's warning about desire is not a warning against love. It's a warning against rushing into love before you've healed. It's a warning against letting loneliness choose for you. It's a warning against mistaking intensity for intimacy. And it's a reminder that desire is powerful, but wisdom is stronger. In the end, Solomon teaches that desire can destroy you if you let it lead. But if you let wisdom lead, desire becomes something beautiful, something grounded, something steady, something that enhances your life instead of consuming it. Before you date again, before you start over, before you open your heart to someone new, remember, this desire is a fire. It can warm you or burn you, and the difference depends on whether you approach it with wisdom or with hunger. Choose wisdom, choose clarity, choose peace, and desire will follow without destroying you.
Save this video to re-watch again later. This is the kind of insight dark psychology channels would charge you for. I'm giving it to you because the best way to neutralize manipulation is to raise the intelligence of the entire room. Subscribe if you want more. No paywall, just wisdom. And check out these suggested videos to continue the journey and step into the next level in the Solomonic wisdom.